my loves. It is Lala Kent. Welcome back to the Give Them Lala podcast. We're
at home.
Again, I'm not mad about it. When people ask, like, are you out of the studio? I'm like, we'll be back in it at some point in time. But I'm just relishing.
I am excited to be in this studio. If you were to ask me my honest opinion, and I can't wait to get the looks from our producers, I'd rather do this.
We know.
But it's a pain in the ass for them, and I understand.
Asking Easton to, like, leave his four walls is wild. And I told him, like, once we have this studio, we're not going to be behind, like, a desk. So you're going to have to, like, actually put something on other than sweatpants. I do love the Crocs. We both have them on today.
No, I'm taking mine off because they need a moment.
Okay. They're so good.
I got a bag on it.
So I posted a photo of your Crocs, and
sorry.
Oh my God. And so many people were like, what is that bag? And I was like, I wanted to say what you wanted to do. Easton wants to put
weed in there.
No, well, that's out of a movie. He's like, most people don't know this, but you can put your weed in there. But now that Easton's sober, he's now putting the money that he's going to give for the 7th tradition in his AA meeting.
Now it's time for the 7th tradition. I'll just lean over. Don't know if you heard that zipper, but I'm packing dollars in here.
Oh my God.
Can't wait to give them out.
I love the giblets that you chose. So yes, we will be back in the studio. We love being home. I just went this morning. So Ocean's in Miami visiting her dad. And I went to the school this morning to listen to two people who are like professionals when it comes to putting your child into school and the accepting process. You've been accepted. It's so wild to talk about it like it's college when we're talking about kindergarten, you guys. We're talking about when they enter kindergarten, you have to go through an interview process. You have to be teed up for donations. You have to go to events. You basically have to create like this. I hope no one listens to the podcast who I'm going to go in an interview with. But the entire family is basically being interviewed. And I'm like, okay, I'm a bit nervous.
Well, it was easy for you. You were the only one there, right?
I was the only one there, but there was one woman who raised her hand because, again, this was just for us to kind of understand the admissions process. And if you're going to choose public school or private school, which, by the way, I learned that private school is going to be a minimum of $50,000 a year, which is so...
For kindergarten.
Yeah. If you choose to do kindergarten, you can also, I'm sure there are going to be parents who are like, you know what, we'll do public school, kindergarten through the 5th grade, and then we'll start the process of junior high being more in a private school setting. It is very different. I mean, in Utah, literally the people who were in private school, you'd be like, oh, they're in private school. That means
they got money.
Not only that, but it's like, okay, there's a lot of drugs happening.
And that was like the party school of pills.
Right. They had
because their moms had them because they were rich.
They had access to a lot of things. But public school, it like wasn't even a conversation whether you were super wealthy or not. It was like you go to public school because all the public schools are great. It's very different in LA and Los Angeles County. So I left and I'm feeling a bit of pressure, especially when they talked about the family aspect. There was a woman who raised her hand and she was like, when I go into these interviews as a single mom, do I go by myself or do I bring my tribe? And they said, no, you definitely want to go by yourself. And she goes, okay, I would want to know what my mom thinks. And I'm like, are you me?
I'm on FaceTime with mine.
So there were like a lot of questions. And then I wanted to ask, but I didn't. So I asked one of the people at the school. I just said, like, do they Google us? Apparently, like if you're Googleable, they do.
That's bullshit.
And well, whether it's bullshit or not, they do. And they also for people who are not Googleable. They do background checks. They find out where you live. They do all of these things because also if you're choosing a private school, they're looking at you for donations. And a lot of those donations go to events, I'm sure new technology and books and all the things so that the kids...
Like your donations went to the snow day, right? Or was that just part of it?
I can't comment on what that goes to. I have no problem with donations to a school, especially because that money is also used for people who don't want financial aid but need financial aid. So if all of us kind of coming together to give a donation can help a family put their child in the school, and it's a grant, you do not owe it back, then by all means, whatever I can give, I'll give. But it was an intimidating process. And I called one of my friends who does not go to school with Ocean. Well, obviously she wouldn't, but her child.
She's a bit back.
And she's kind of like me, like she gets overly sensitive. She gets overwhelmed easily.
I'm waving at the queen. She
Who's
looks
that?
magnificent. Lisa.
Oh.
Look at her. She gave me a bath.
Oh,
she's feeling good today.
Is that my bathrobe? Okay,
it's yours now.
I think the boundaries are getting a little unboundaried, but that's fine. Anyway, I called her. She made me feel better. We looked up the public school that was near me to see if it was a good school, just in case I do want to go that route until private school is like absolutely necessary. Who knows what we're going to do? For anyone who's out there kind of going through the same process, I see you, I feel you, and let's just look at it as a hurdle race.
Right?
Yeah.
But I can see how I'm taking offense to them saying don't bring your tribe. Different day and age, guys. It isn't just a mom and pa anymore. There's orca pods coming now.
Well, then they said at meetings, mom and dad. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, wow, I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up right here and now.
How much I'm paying,
so overwhelmed.
Right? For how much you're paying, I feel like they should level up and not discriminate our family.
I know.
That's
I fully agree. But you know what?
I'm taking offense.
Whoever accepts Ocean, we are so grateful. We're so grateful. And you have full family participation. Because that's what I do know that they want. Anyway, moving on. Like I said, Ocean will be in Miami until tomorrow.
Woo!
Very excited to have her back. I'm not going to lie, you guys. It's been absolutely awesome having some free time. Like, I love and adore my children.
Yeah. But you also, let me put it this way, you do a lot for them, and you like to make them happy so that, when she wants to do things, you do things.
Yeah.
So it was nice for you to do things that you wanted to do finally.
Let me tell you what was the nicest.
Your bed?
Sosa goes down at 6:15, and then I had that time until I got in bed to not be mom.
Yeah.
And I get it, you're always mom, but Ocean wakes up with me, goes to bed with me. Like, I have no time to just kind of be unless
alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, even when we're recording the podcast, she's popping in. Love it. But to say that I didn't enjoy this weekend in Palm Springs.
To every other mother, you got to enjoy your time because you got to be the best you, and that comes from doing things you enjoy.
Yeah.
So
and
you
also,
doing that, and that's the thing. You were saying, you were like, I'm excited to have a couple of days to just relax without Ocean and do, the bouncy houses and this and that you always take her to because you're an amazing mother.
Well, thank you.
Of course. I don't even know where I was going with this because I was just
downtime and being able to be the best mom you can be with that downtime.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like you need to get away from your kids to enjoy because you were so excited in a sense that you had your downtime. I remember what I was saying. As the days went on, you would start to get a little slouchier and you're like, I just miss her.
Exactly. You need
so the day
absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah. One day you were like, oh, this is the greatest night. I'm so glad I have an Ocean-free night. The next morning you were like, I kind of missed waking up to her.
I know.
And then the next night was, I kind of miss my bug in the bed. I was like, you are falling apart at the seams.
And it was also nice because Ocean is such a presence. Like, at the very beginning when I was expecting Sosa, I'm like, Ocean I need to make sure that she knows I am still her mom. I'm still here with her. I'm not going to neglect her. She's not being replaced. She did not feel that way at all. On top of, she's such a presence that like, I kind of feel like I sometimes neglect Sosa. So it was like very nice to have one-on-one time with Sos and just like swim with her and not have someone hanging on me to the point where like Sosa may drown with Ocean hanging on my arms. Like it was just awesome. It is exhausting being a single mom of 2 girls. I am tired all the time, but it is the best kind of tired and I wouldn't change it for 1 second. So here's one way I deal now. I give my poor feet a little love, self-care, and a lot of style, obviously, with G-Defy sneakers. G-Defy sent me a pair to try. I am not sure I've taken them off since I got them. They are so comfortable and so supportive. This has to be what it feels like to walk on clouds. G-Defy's patented Verso Shock technology helps absorb shock and reduce stress on joints. They're perfect for chasing around kids, perfect for running errands, perfect for working out, perfect for laying in bed watching Housewives. Don't judge. You won't take them off either, I promise. It's style and comfort in one shoe, and there's a pair for everyone. So if you're wanting to treat your feet and yourself to a little something to help deal with occasional foot pain and back pain, or maybe you just want to up your sneaker game, G-Defy is where it's at. And I'm going to hook you up with a deal too. Text Lala to 91888 for 30% off orders over $120. Or go to gdefy.com and use code LALA for 30% off orders over $120. That's gdefy.com and use code LALA or text Lala to 91888. You'll thank me later. Message and data rates may apply. Back to you saying that I was falling apart at the seams. So you guys, we went to Palm Springs not for for Stagecoach. We just went because we wanted to go to the desert. Yeah. We end up one day. Lord knows I don't come alive in the nighttime. Anyone who's like, I come alive in the nighttime, I'm like, we will not connect.
No, I come alive in the morning and I'm done around 3:30 or 4.
Yeah. So there was one of the days, Saturday, Landon came with us to Palm Springs and he was like, hey, my friends, your friend Easton is hosting a party. Jessie Murph is performing, who I love. I became familiar with her when she came out with this song. What's it called?
With Jelly Roll?
With Jelly Roll. Wild Ones.
Yeah.
And I was like, this girl, her voice is amazing. Then I looked her up. Has such a cool vibe. So we go out because Jessie Murph is performing at this event. It's sponsored by Sparkling Ice. I have nothing in my closet in Palm Springs besides cozies. Like there's pajamas and then like pajamas you can wear out. And that's how I have zero makeup there, only skincare. Usually when I'm there, I cake my hair with like castor oil and rosemary oil to like get it growing. It's just my time to like be even more of a bum than I am right now. So we get invited and I'm like, all right, I have nothing to wear. And I'm funny about borrowing clothing because Erica, Sheena's mom, was like, you went to that event and you're saying you had nothing to wear. You can always borrow from Sheena. And I'm like, I know that and I never do. And I think it's because I'm just weird at like taking other people's things.
But do you like when people borrow from you?
No, I hate it.
That's why.
Don't even ask me.
I am in the same boat. I will never ask people to borrow something because I do not want people asking me to borrow something.
Yeah, like there was one friend of mine who like continued to ask if she could borrow jeans and I kept putting it off. And finally I was like, the reason I'm putting it off is because I have to be honest, I do not share clothing.
If anything, I just go out and buy like another pair of jeans and be like, yeah, you can borrow.
Well, it's like
have them.
And by all means, share if you want to, but it's like, I'm 35 fucking years old. Like, please don't ask me to borrow my clothes. Please don't ask if you can come over and get ready with me. Like, I am a grown woman. We get ready separately. I will meet you at the place. You wear your clothes. I will wear mine.
Us.
And
this
if I need something, I will go out and buy it.
But that's me and you.
Yes.
There's a lot of people that I do know that would be more than ecstatic to pack the bag that they're going to get ready in, throw everything in it, and then go and get ready with their friends. 32, 34.
No.
I'm in your boat. I like to watch my little TV show. I like to get ready alone. I like to do the things that I do just alone while I'm getting ready. And once I'm ready, I'm good to be out.
By the
I
way,
don't want to get ready with anybody.
No. When we're on vacay, though, let's just say we're in a hotel room that's a suite, and you have your room and I have mine. By all means, pop in.
Energy is different.
So different. But
Energy's
when we are
different.
all at home in Los Angeles, stay at your own house to
there.
get ready.
Stay there.
Right.
Sorry.
So we go to this party. I am literally, you guys, in jean shorts, a bikini top. It was so windy and a little cold. So I wore like this Russian looking fur hat. And to be quite honest, I looked like one of the girls in the Mauricio Umansky photo where he's in Aspen and they're all in bikini tops and boots. The only difference was I wasn't in the snow. I was in the desert. But either way, awkward. Like I'm in the desert with the snow bunny hat. That photo of Mo, they were in bikinis. So like we both, it was like the same photo.
You guys met in the middle.
I felt like, wow, I look like one of those girls right now. I will say though, no one else had one of my hats on.
No, yeah.
They all had cowboy hats on.
Well, yeah, because the heat as well. How you weren't sweating down your back and down your forehead.
My head was fine. It was mostly the leather jacket that I was like, I have to get this off of me. Like I'm baking to death. I had the best time from there. Keep in mind, we left the house at 1:30, y'all. We probably stayed for an hour.
It was a 30-minute drive too, so keep that in mind.
Right. So we got there like 2:15. We watched Jesse Murph kill it, hang out, drink some sparkling ice. There's one guy who I think is like pretty cute. I talk to him. He has this like little bottle in his hand. It almost looks like,
and if we know
it looked
Afrin.
like an Afrin bottle, but no label on it. And me being like a 90-year-old woman, I was like, so tell me about this. Do you have allergies too? And he's like, no, it's Coke. Do you want some? And I was like, no, thanks. I'm fucking good. And he was like, are you judging me? I go, yeah, heavily. I look at Landon. I was like, that guy was hot until I found out that he's on cocaine. And he goes, yeah, well, that's life. I go, it ain't my life. I'm out in these streets doing the same thing this person is doing, sober as it gets. I literally provide everything except cook. And these are my options. Like I'm a fucking grade A catch.
Well,
I'm freaking
if I have to be
Wagyu.
honest, you're not gonna find your man at a Coachella pre-event.
at 2 p.m.
No. What are they all getting ready to go do?
Well, I was there.
I know. All of the people there, though, are going to now go to Stagecoach. A lot of those people.
I did all of that last year. I've done that multiple times, and
it's fun.
Certainly not doing drugs.
They are, and most people are. I saw girls doing ecstasy at the fucking party I went
were they
to
like,
on.
Can I get your phone number? Is that ecstasy?
I don't know.
The jaw thing. I think it's very important to note. I am sober from alcohol because I never did drugs unless it was from the earth. I did mushrooms once, and I smoked a little bit of weed. But like,
yeah, what is that one?
I think it's ecstasy or Molly where you
No,
get
I thought that was like heroin or some shit.
Oh God. All right, let's get off this topic. Anyway, it was a buzzkill. And if you tell me that that's not where does one meet someone then? Like I'm not out here like trying to meet someone. When I go out, there's no intention of maybe I'll meet someone. But if it were to happen, it's like truly, I just should get it out of my mind because if you go to a bar,
well, that's what I was about to say. Coachella and Stagecoach is meeting a guy at a bar on steroids.
Okay. I don't entirely get that.
Like, I've never met anybody who was like, yeah, we met at Stagecoach. We met at Coachella. Name one couple that you have ever met.
Brock and Sheena met at a music festival.
Not Coachella.
They're all the same.
Well,
I think they met at like EDC or something.
That's even crazier.
Yeah,
that's 20 times Coachella. That is drug infested. And the fact that they even knew each other after they left, hats off.
Yeah, and literally 6 months later had a baby.
Hats off.
And they're out in these streets.
Still, they were at Stagecoach this week.
You guys, Sheena
Erica came
went
over and they were
all 3 days. Last night, or no, sorry, not last
Saturday night. Or
Sunday night.
No, Saturday night.
No. Well, yeah, Saturday night.
She went to a party.
That started at 11. She probably got there around midnight. She rolled in at 4:30 a.m. on Sunday. Woke up, was still a mom. Summer Moon goes with Erica back home. Sheena goes to Backstreet Boys. That starts at 11 Sunday night. They drove back at 5 a.m. and still made it to that thing that I went to today to learn about applying for public and private
I need
schools.
a nap just hearing the story.
I go, are you exhausted? She goes, yeah. I was like,
What is she going to go? Is she going to just go
Napping.
sleep?
I said to Brock, I really hope that you guys didn't plan anything today so that you can
Nor
get some
tomorrow.
rest. Because by the way, that 1:30 pickup for these kids, that comes real quick. So that's what they're going to do. From the event that we went to the Crocs setup. We got ourselves Crocs. I have never owned a pair. We got Gigi some. TT got a new pair. These things are grade A footwear.
Yeah,
I'm addicted.
I was getting judged for my black Crocs, and you guys were like, "You can't wear the Crocs," and it's like,
well, because Easton, you wear them everywhere. You try to wear them to like Polo Lounge, and I'm like, yeah, the Crocs gotta come off. All right.
Who doesn't want to have your feet breathing at the lounge?
Which is so funny that you say that because you have socks on.
Yeah, but the wind still gets through the cotton.
That's true, but I rolled up to the parent thing in my Crocs, and they're so chic and cute, and I love the fact that they're going to be easy to wash. So that's what we did, and we were home by 5:30 to make crusted salmon, rice, and asparagus.
No.
Home in time to put my baby down, home in time to watch not one, but two 2020s. It was like the most perfect trip. The next day, Sunday, we laid by the pool all day. And it was like a fantastic trip. That's my type of vibe. I would have liked to go to the festival. What do you like?
I like a day club. Like
Me
a
too.
day event.
I come alive in the daytime.
Yeah.
Even when I was a drinker.
Same.
I enjoyed the day drinking.
And I liked getting home and then eating and passing out.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Excellent. Luckily, I don't have to be away from my girls very often, but when Ocean was a baby and I was still filming, the baby monitor was my best friend. I'd be able to see her at home no matter where I happen to be in the state. And the Nanit Baby Monitor is a game changer for parents. It allows you to see your baby from anywhere, anytime. You can stay connected through the Nanit app, and the high-definition camera means you can actually see your baby. There are no grainy images that make it hard to tell what you're looking at. The Nanit Monitor captures every moment, so not only do you know that your baby is safe and sound, you will also never miss a milestone moment. That first time they call you mama after waking up from a nap, it'll forever be saved on a video. Nanit also helps you track your baby's breathing, sleep patterns, and development milestones, all right on the Nanit app. The Nanit Baby Monitor is one of the most awarded baby monitors and apps on the market, and it's said that the Nanit parents get an extra 36 nights of sleep a year. The Nanit Baby Monitor is changing parenthood for the better. It's the one baby item we can't live without. And of course, we have a special offer just for our listeners. Get 20% off your first order with code BABY20. That's BABY20 at nanit.com right now. NANIT.com. Nanit. Parenthood looks different here. And while I was watching 2020, getting home at 5:30, this thing pops up on my phone. And do you know who Jack Doherty is?
I mean, I know
kind of a
of
douche,
him.
right?
He's the biggest.
Yeah, some of the videos I've seen have not made me the biggest fan of him.
Yeah.
He is such a little tool.
And what's sad is like the girl, I don't know if it's his girlfriend.
Very rich, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But his girlfriend or whomever she is, she's beautiful. It's
Okay.
Megan Fox's cousin.
Wow.
She's got like the blonde streaks right here. She's always in Jack Doherty's like videos. I don't know if they're dating or if it's like.
But
they're
she's
just-
hot. She's a baddie.
Yes, hit me up. But
She's not going to hit you up. She's with a short stack who's worth a lot of money. And sometimes they're like, you know what? I want him
It's
to
not
be
worth it,
able
I
to buy
promise.
$100,000 of jewelry for me because he was robbed of $300K
okay, so
in jewelry on Rodeo Drive.
I get it. I see it. I don't believe it. I think it was staged. He
Really?
had look at his. So yeah,
There's not a mark on him, you guys.
not a mark on him, and look at his wrists. He has a $500,000 watch, and you're not gonna fucking take that piece. Get out of here.
No,
And
they
that's-
said they did take his
No,
watch.
he had it.
Oh,
when-
only his chains?
Only his chains, and he even while he's talking to like the police, it's baby blue
said that
bid.
they
It's a
he
Richard
said-
Mill.
He said they tried to take his watch, and luckily he was able to fight them off. Not a mark on his
But
body.
you
He's
can't
got
get your chains. Get the fuck off of me,
He
Jack
said
Doherty.
that he didn't
You're
even
lying.
know that they had them.
How.
I fully agree with you. Now that you
I know
say
when somebody
that,
like touches my dreadlock that has no nerves. Get the fuck out of here. No
Calm
scratches.
down with the F word.
Sorry. No, like that's the thing. That's why he's been kicked off of so many streaming things. He just
That's why he started his own with another brand
Yeah.
who also put out, and this is what they called it, very hateful content.
Yeah.
So these two started
doing stuff
I think it's
together.
called Party or something.
Let's not even give it a fucking name. Sorry the F word again.
Wow,
but-
he's really upset. I think he's upset at Jack Doherty for banging the hot bitch, right?
No, I'm upset the way he just like treats people. His videos are always just like disrespectful. Like this is like another stunt he's trying to pull to get people to follow him. Look at us talking about him getting robbed for $300K when he probably had fake chains on, had people do it because he has security at all
Why
times.
is your shirt off?
They robbed that too, probably.
No,
but
because
I
in the
know.
first clips he had his shirt on, and then his T-shirt is suddenly gone. And he's like walking around,
With his $500,000 watch on that they wouldn't have get
looking
off of me.
all petite,
Yeah.
but wanting to be
looking
big.
all 5'6".
What did they call it? Clip farming?
Yeah, like
think
it's clickbait.
Could have been one of those instances.
Yeah, like-
I know what you're saying, but his security guard, I saw because he put a video up with the security guard kind of explaining what happened.
Yeah.
And he goes, we get out of the car. I see the guys walk up. You know, security guard goes up to him or to the guys trying to rob Jack, but then he sees him pull out the gun, and then that's when he backs off. And then they go and I guess did their thing. And
Well, there's a piece involved now.
And now
Yeah,
it,
so he
now
said
it
there was
really
a gun,
doesn't make
but-
sense.
I'm
No.
with Easton. They should have been able, like they would have taken everything.
would have taken-
They would have
Just him
taken
dry.
everything. You would have lost
You lose
your
a watch.
arm.
You lose a
before
watch
you got
before
away
you
with
lose a
that.
chain, and I promise you that. You
Yeah,
lose.
they.
This is easier
And by the
to
way,
get
if someone
than this.
yanks something off of your neck, there are going to be marks. You're not
And,
getting
well, a $300,000 chain doesn't just rip. Those things clamp, then have the pieces that do it. Like
That doesn't make any sense.
no, you can't just yank that off. And if you did, like you said, he would have red marks. I think it was clickbait. He's trying to have people like we are right now speaking about him.
One
Well,
last thing.
I thoroughly enjoy talking about the small douche. It's like literally my most.
I know
favorite
he
thing to do.
almost could sell himself at Walmart as a small douche. Every woman could use him.
Get down there and do your job, little Doherty.
Get down there, you fucking.
He had like and he has like that hair that you see in like small, and this is nothing against small towns, but I lived in Utah, not a small town, but a smaller city.
No, it's Gen
And
X
they
haircut.
all have that haircut, like the little jock who's like a running back on the football team. He's like plays varsity and he's like so small, but he's got like big dick energy because
His shoulders are
he's
big.
because he's in high school and like runs fast. But they all have that haircut where it's like, oh no,
The
when you
style.
leave this school, reality is gonna smack you so hard.
Right.
Like, thank God he got rich. Anyway, I don't believe it either.
Yeah, no. Once
He's
I saw
only
the watch.
21.
Yeah, no, good for
He's a
him. I mean,
baby.
yeah. I just couldn't like. That's the thing. If you were to say you could be Jack Doherty or Easton Birmingham,
Yeah.
I would pick me every day because I couldn't be hated like that man.
Well-
the money is not worth going outside and people looking at you and going, "You're a fucking douche."
Yeah, I get it.
And even people like that's the other thing why he gets in so much trouble is because he's such a douche. Other people will see him out recording and they'll walk up on him and be like, "Hey, douchebag,
And he's like, yay, attention.
hey, give me some views. Give my little 5 ass some
Oh
views."
my God.
Yeah, he's a douche.
I will say though on this, if he really did get robbed, and if it was out in public, whoever has that security cam video is gonna
Yes.
make some money.
There it is. You don't get robbed on Rodeo Drive and it
No,
not be
are you
recorded.
joking? Not
And
at all.
Not only that, think of every other person recording cars down it.
Yeah, no, there's some.
They're gonna be like, "Oh my god,
Oh.
it should have been on video."
Are we talking about this could be the cancellation of Doherty? Actually, probably not, because it
It won't,
sounds like
because
he
he's
crashed.
survived.
Like the whole thing of him, the biggest thing that people were talking about was he crashed a McLaren on a live stream because he was distracted.
Yeah.
What an idiot. He just sounds like a nightmare. I'm almost positive his hot girlfriend has to be absolutely obliterated.
Well, not
to be
only
around
that,
him.
the one video that I will say that I truly hated him off of was he was at dinner with his mom and dad, and I think like his sister or something. And somebody's filming him, and they're like done eating, and he goes, "So I'm paying again." Like a
yeah, seeing
douchebag,
as you
and
got a
it's like-
$300,000 watch on your wrist, of course you're paying.
Well, not only that, it's like how great to pay for your family who have done so much for you.
Ew, hate him.
Yep.
Moving on. I read this. I chuckled. Young student gets suspended because he told the teacher her breath smells like shit. He's like a little kid, tiny. Had to have been like 6.
I mean, I can't. You can't expel for honesty.
He was fully suspended. But this is where I go back.
Suspended, not expelled.
No, but this is where I go back to. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Like, you're doing that, teacher. Like, that is a productive thing to tell somebody, that like, your breath does not smell good. You need to do something about this. I was thinking about this the other day. So Ocean, all kids are like, they have no filter, right? For example, we were in Las Vegas, and there was a larger man, and Ocean said, "Look at how big that man is. That man is so big, Mom." And she like rarely sees men, let alone like big men. And I had to tell her, like, that's not okay to say.
You keep it to yourself.
You keep that to yourself. Then there are situations where I feel like in the school dynamic, when kids are interacting with each other and they're not being nice, are we kind of perpetuating this whole learning how to talk behind someone's back type thing? Because we're telling our kids, like, you cannot say that.
It's almost like,
but if they want to get it off their chest, they're just going to say it to someone else. So I'm trying to teach Ocean that it's all, if you feel a certain way, you should say it to someone's face. But we have to learn how to say it in a productive way.
Wow, you really just opened a huge door. That's so true. I never even thought about it. Like
I
that,
literally...
like of if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. And it's like, I get that, but sometimes there's mean things that I need to tell you that it's honesty.
Right.
And if it's honesty, why is that looked at or frowned upon?
Yeah.
Or why do I look bad being honest and telling you something?
Right.
It's like honesty has been put on a back burner and we don't care about it.
No, because usually honesty is very hurtful. And, you know, I'm not too proud to say I talk behind people's backs all the time. I'm a gossiper.
We all do.
We all are. And if you
say you don't.
By the way, I do know people who don't, though, who literally keep their mouth shut. Their facial expression says everything, but those aren't words.
But that's enough.
No, and I'm like, wow, what an incredible characteristic to have of like not gossiping or talking behind someone's back. But as a mother, you always hope that your child does better than you will do. So I'm trying to figure out a way to implement that with Ocean. If so-and-so bugged you at school today, instead of like going to a friend and talking behind their back, I haven't had these conversations with her because she's 4.
Yeah. But like, reach out to them and tell them why.
Like, hey, I don't really want to play right now because I'm doing this, but maybe we can figure something else out later. Because Ocean is a truth teller.
Yeah.
I told you, the school called me. Yeah. Or actually, I called the school and inquired about something I was concerned about. And they were like, Ocean is good. Like, she's logical. There's a kid in school who thinks he's Batman. And she lets him know, you're not Batman. Your name is blank. And he's like, no, I'm Batman. And she goes, no, you're pretending to be Batman, but you're not Batman.
Very logical.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, bursting bubbles at the ripe old age of 4. Love it.
She's going to be a tornado of just putting you in your place.
I would have said, thank you so much for telling me, but this is how you would say that in the future.
Be a teacher.
Wow. That was eye-opening. Teach them.
Yeah.
Whoa. Speaking of shit, Southwest Airlines passenger allegedly stripped naked and pooped on a seat as the plane landed.
But why? The plane landed.
It doesn't matter.
He couldn't get out of his seat to poop.
I think it was a woman.
Were closed. She.
Easton, she got naked before doing it.
I wish I was on the
And she
flight.
didn't poop her pants. She pooped on the seat. Trigger warning.
To be next to her.
You know what? All the airlines are taking a beating right now. Like every other day, it's like plane bursts into flames, plane crashes, passenger poops on plane. It's like
plane evacuated.
The amount of anxiety that I had putting Ocean on a plane. I called my ex. I was like, you must let me know the moment you are on the plane. If you have Wi-Fi in the air, send me messages there. Letting me know everything's fine.
And when you land.
Because I need to know this because I'm terrified. But Southwest said our teams are reaching out to those on board to apologize for the situation and any delay to their travel plans. Nothing is more important to Southwest than the safety of our customers and employees, and we appreciate the professionalism of our flight crew. Let me tell you something. If I were sitting next to the person who stripped down and pooped next to me,
I'd hit her in the face. I'm not kidding. You assaulted the seat. I'm assaulting you. It's
well, she
tit for
kind
tat
of
right
assaulted
now.
everybody.
Yeah. I mean, did she get charged with anything?
100% they're
I mean,
getting charged
public
with
nudity
something.
is going to be one. And
Yeah.
then public urination or...
Well, they're
that
probably
one.
going to have to register as a sex offender. You can expose yourself. Like,
Yeah,
literally,
there's probably kids on that plane.
I know that in some states, if you were to like pull off the side of the road and because you have to use the bathroom and a cop rolls up on you,
They can give you a ticket.
you will get a ticket.
Yeah.
And there is a chance that like it turns out that you now have to register as things when you were simply just like, I have to wait. I wonder if that's the case if anyone got caught doing that during Coachella, sitting outside in that line, or if they were like, we got to let it slide. This is taking way too long. You know?
Yeah.
You know what, you guys? Recommendation the next time anyone goes to Coachella and is camping, maybe bring Depends. The amount of times the Ocean has had to go to the bathroom on a flight and she just chooses the most horrendous time to be like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I have to put one of Sosa's diapers on her. Like, you guys should do that as adults.
I know. I'm trying to figure
Pull a
out how we
Sonia
can
Morgan.
recommend or how we can create a traveling toilet.
Yeah. I
Not
think
like a porta potty. Like literally, it just opens. You just like on the side of the road, pooping it, bagging it, gone. It's like a little. I gotta look it up.
you should invent that.
I'm
It
a
sounds like
shitter,
a
too.
$1 million idea.
And I would
you
get the most use out of it.
You can call it the Ca-Choilet. The Coachella Ca-Toilet. For many new moms, hair thinning is an unexpected and very frustrating part of motherhood. Luckily, there's something we can do about it. Nutrafol's postpartum supplement was OBGYN formulated to target root causes of postpartum hair thinning, like sleepless nights, hormonal changes, nutrient gaps, and stress, while using breastfeeding-friendly ingredients. And if you're wondering how it works, take a look at my Instagram account. My hair is looking and feeling better than ever, and that's because I've been taking Nutrafol postpartum since Sosa was born. I took it right after Ocean as well, and once Sosa is done breastfeeding, I'll be switching back to Nutrafol Women. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1.5 million people. That's why this Mother's Day, Nutrafol makes the perfect gift. There's something for every mom on your list. So this Mother's Day, consider Nutrafol, the best-selling hair growth supplement. Whether you're gifting to yourself or a loved one, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off any order. Enjoy free shipping when you subscribe. Go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code LALAGIFT. That's Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code LALAGIFT. Nutrafol.com, promo code LALAGIFT. In sadder news, Dorit filed for divorce. How freaking wild.
Even Sosa's upset about it.
I know. If you guys can hear her, they're making bubs and it came one day after PK was seen kissing an amazing race contestant. Her name's Shanna Wall. So they were in BH. To me, looking at the photo, it looked a little bit staged. I just think if you're trying to hide something, you are not kissing in public.
Or have they been
Especially-
talking for so long that they're like, at this point, we don't care?
The positioning seemed like they weren't. Yeah. To me, it seemed like something that was set up.
A little Jack Doherty. Okay.
It didn't seem like Mauricio at the airport in another country. It seemed to me like it was orchestrated and designed to possibly hurt
Dorit.
and maybe get the ball moving.
Like
Again,
he
we
didn't
don't
want to file, so he put the ball in her court to make her file.
Well, in the bonus episode, I've come up with like a few questions for you guys that I hope you all participated in because I want to hear your thoughts. And we'll kind of deep dive into like that category of, I mean, again, we don't know the conversations that they were having behind closed doors.
No.
But I've never been in a relationship for 10 plus years. I've never signed on the dotted line that you and I are now partners and we're married and the stakes are much higher. I don't know that I if things got rocky, and again, I'm coming from a place of hypothetics, I feel if we're to the point where we both want to move out and entertain the idea of dating and seeing other people, even if we haven't actually gone out and met other people, but someone asks, like Andy Cohen, are you dating? No, but I'm open to it. Marriage is over. There needs to be no separation period. You've moved out of the house. We're clearly done. Like, I'm a pull the trigger kind of girl.
Yeah.
I don't need to sit on anything. I know what I want, which has actually gotten me in a lot of hot water in the past where I'm like, I should not have done that. But what I think I would do if I were in a relationship for that many years and we had decided to kind of move on and there was just an openness to dating, we're done. You file, I'll file. I don't really care. Just like, let's move on with our lives. Let's make this quick.
At that point, it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, divorce is, and this is for people who are just normal. Maybe they have the same amount of money. There's like nothing to be disputed, chopped up, divided. It takes a minimum of 6 months for a judge to sign off and relieve you from the marriage. So let's get it going. Don't you agree?
I mean, yeah, she should have listened to, what's her name?
Erica? She probably did. I'm sure she did. I'm sure that she was.
In the filming, when they were at Hilton's house.
Yeah.
And she goes, lawyer up. She
I
should have done it
wonder if
right
after
then
that,
and done it.
I wonder if after that she did retain counsel. Because what's wild is strictly custody is always protected. You cannot deep dive into it. However, when you go in and there's dissolution of a marriage, but there's kids involved, all of that kind of gets clumped into one. And it's now public record, like what they're asking for as far as, like you have to be very, very particular. So that has not been spoken about. We do know that she put irreconcilable differences, which is just like, we can't make it work. We can't figure it out. Nothing happened. But it is sad. I think at the beginning I thought Kyle and Mo would work it out. For some reason, I didn't feel like Dorit and PK could work it out.
No, I feel like just watching PK, at least with Mauricio, there's like energy and still somewhat of a personality between him and Kyle. And with PK and Dorit, I feel like PK is just like very...
He was matter of fact. He was like,
Yeah.
we're not going to talk as much as we normally do. And then it seemed like they just couldn't for the life of them get on the same page. Whereas Mo and Kyle, it felt like there's still so much love here, at least on her end. And he at least was giving her the time of day to release what she was feeling. But again, I don't feel like he gave much either. I feel like it was more done on his end than Kyle's.
I'm just saying, from the looks of it, Mauricio gave at least a creak of a door open that something in her mind could happen.
Right. Until he was seen with other women.
Yeah, like that's the thing. But with PK, he's pretty much just, he's kind of an asshole now.
PK?
Yeah.
He was really nice when I saw him at
I'm just saying
Craig's.
on the show, but how done is he with it? You're not really getting that person on the show outside of the show.
No.
Give Them Lala is sponsored by Joy. Okay, let's be real for a minute. Brain fog, mood swings, zero sex drive, that stuff is real. And guess what? It's not normal. Can we please stop making excuses for feeling like crap? You don't have to live like this. Do you even remember how good it feels to feel good? To have energy, to feel confident, to want to get out of bed and actually do things. You're not alone, and there is a way to help fix it. Here's what you do. Get your labs done with Joy. While you're at it, have your man do the same thing with their male brand Blokes because they've got their own set of issues. You'll get deep insight into what's actually going on with your body, and you won't feel left guessing. You'll spend 30 to 60 minutes with a telehealth clinic to go over everything and create a plan that's actually built for you. Then your treatment ships right to your door. Easy. These are real answers with real solutions, ladies. So get your blood work done. Joy is offering 50% off all labs at joyandblokes.com/Lala. Joy is spelled Joi, and you can get this discount at joyandblokes.com/Lala. Restrictions apply. All medical services are provided by independent third-party providers contracted by Joy.
I want to give a positive update. Teddy Mellencamp, there's an update on her stage 4 cancer. She said the cancer has shrunk or disappeared. So I have six-ish more weeks of immunotherapy, and doctors believe I will be healed if everything stays on course. Thank you to everyone who has sent their love, prayers, and positivity. Honestly, the crying is already done, but I just finished with all of my scans, and my tumors have significantly shrunk, which doctors believe means that this all will work, and that I will be back to myself and feeling good. I'm beyond thrilled to hear this.
I mean, for anybody, we all know somebody who has battled cancer. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows somebody. And for the stage she was at, for her to come out of it, and I do believe it's the Bravo community and everybody else.
Her feeling so supported.
Yeah, like that. It's crazy what your mental can do.
Yeah.
When you're feeling the support and love. And I do believe she got 6 more weeks, and we're going to be behind her for 60 more years.
I love that, T.
No, I'm very happy. She's an amazing woman. I've met her once at BravoCon, I think.
Yeah, and people trolled her so hard, and I just always remember thinking, like, it's so just crazy what the outside world takes in and decides not to like about someone that they literally don't even know at all. Because she's always been like such an amazing, she's always been so kind to me. She's always extended, like when I had Ocean and, her little friend community was very small. She always extended invites to go places. And
the way she
I just found her
people,
very warm.
The way she treated everyone at BravoCon was enough for me.
Yeah.
She treated me like I was somebody, which, I'm just a brother, but like she made me feel
Don't ever say I'm just the brother.
I'm Easton Birmingham.
You hold down the freaking fort every single day.
Thank you. But no, like she made me like feel very like comfortable, and not only me, there were like the people in security, and she was asking them how they are, how the event, has there been problems, and just like that just says a lot about you, because you're already dealing with, I got to go to this and talk, I got to go to this, and you're thinking about everyone else. And I'm sorry to say, not anyone else that I really did see in the Bravo did that.
Yeah.
She was a couple, but like she really took the cake with me. And then also, what's her name's mom?
Who? Margaret's mom?
Yeah.
Marge Sr.?
Yeah, she was the best as well.
Marge Sr. is tits.
She's
tits LaRue, as Dad
we were
would
in the
say.
car with her, and she was a blast.
They're
all Marge also. But
they're all a blast.
They're in the same boat. But yeah.
We're going to stick to the Bravo community. Craig Conover has a new girlfriend, and I just learned this. And
is Craig on Southern
Craig's
Charm?
on Southern Charm. He was dating Paige DeSorbo, who's like a fashionista. She's a part of a podcast. She hosted the red carpet with her friend, the Vanity Fair. Very pretty. She's on Summer House. But I just wanted to take this opportunity to express my just jaw to the floor. It is so crazy to me, you guys, that the people who sit there and talk about how blindsided they were about their breakup and they're devastated and we were going to get married and spend our life together, they move on so quickly. I'm like, how can anyone believe that you were devastated or had your heart involved when you moved on so fast?
Well, then you also kind of fuck up the person that you broke up with or were just in a relationship, because now if I was dating a girl and she was in that boat and then she was in a relationship, I would be thinking, was she talking to people that whole time? Because there's no way you could find this connection this quick without talking for this long. So were you cheating on me? And now I'm thinking, what did I do? And now I'm fucked up on my next relationship.
She doesn't seem to be that concerned. She said she's very happy for him. I think it is totally fair for her to say, I'm a different person than I was when I started dating him. Things that I thought I wanted, I don't necessarily want right now. Like I talked about wanting X, Y, and Z by the time I was this age. I'm now this age, and I've decided that I would rather focus on my career, and I'm having a really nice time. And, I'm going to cut you loose and go do the things you want. She's also said in the past that he's a liar, but neither of them have come out and said like, this person cheated. There was always speculation of it. Again, she said she's happy that he has a new girlfriend.
Like, she may have not cheated on him, but like you're giving attention to other guys, and to me, that's cheating.
But we don't know that she was giving attention to other guys.
No, I'm saying for him, he was the one who broke up, right? Or
no,
he's in a relationship.
She broke up with him.
He's in a relationship.
He had bought a ring for her. He was ready to move to New York.
So that's where I'm saying.
And he has moved on and in a relationship.
So all of that, that's where I'm saying she could be in the boat of like, was he talking to other women because the connection that they have is too strong for the time that they've had. So you must have been talking to this girl. Maybe you didn't kiss or cheat or do anything, but the attention that you gave, you guys built a relationship that has now been strong enough that you guys are now dating this soon.
I don't think she's even going there. I think she's so disconnected from it and okay that it's over that I think if she was thinking and putting herself into the situation at all, maybe he was,
then it wasn't
maybe
real
he
love.
wasn't. But that's what I'm saying. These
wasn't real
people who
love
get cheated on or have a breakup, it's the people, most of the part who I see are like so angry about it and like, I thought we were all good. Like I bought a ring or like, I can't believe that they cheated. And then it's like you get a boyfriend, a month later or a girlfriend a month later. How can anyone sit here and be like, good for them, I'm glad they've moved on from their heartbreak. I go into like, how unhealthy is this person that you could be planning your life with someone and move on so fucking quick?
Not that. Who are these people that are taking on somebody who just got out of a relationship
You'd be
3
surprised.
or 4 months? If somebody was like, I was just in a relationship 4 months ago, I'd be like, oh,
And
so
very
you're
public.
waiting. Yes, like, so I'm waiting. I'd be like, oh, so you're waiting. No, I'm looking now. I'd be like, no, you should wait. I disconnect myself from her so quick because it's only going downhill.
Well, yeah.
Or, I mean, vice versa.
Yeah.
Him or her, whatever boat you're in, I could never date somebody that is under a year of a relationship because you haven't even figured out who you are. And I know that because I hadn't figured out who I was.
I just think society chooses to celebrate the strangest things on the planet.
Yeah, clickbait. We all love clickbait.
It's not even about the clickbait. It's like the number one question when someone breaks up is, well, are you dating? I hope you're getting some. And it's like, and then when you say like, no, I'm not dating, and it's not just with me, I've personally dealt with it, but I've seen it so much even before I was in the situation that I'm in. And now I have a little bit of a magnifying glass on it and take it a little bit personally because it's my experience now. But they almost look at you like they're bored or they feel sad for you.
But
like
also,
there's pity.
There's also everything that I've seen on, so are you dating? They all answer, and you do too. I'm not dating. You got to go, well, let me tell you this. I can't tell you how great it is to finally be alone and find myself for the next person I get to meet.
You know what? That's actually really good take.
Everybody is getting set up and they're going, no, I'm not dating. And now right then you're kind of pushed against a wall. Like if you can control that and say no, instead of the no, let me tell you, I'm alone working on myself and I couldn't be happier and I can't wait to meet the next person I get to share this with. Boom, done. You're not dating. You're still looking.
You're so right. I'm going to approach it differently.
Because everybody, even on Watch What Happens Live, everything that I always watch, are you dating? Everybody goes, not dating. And now you're up against the ropes. Own the conversation and say, I don't want to date.
Right.
That's why I'm not.
Okay. So rephrase it and still give a good answer while still getting
So are you
clickbaity.
dating? Let me tell you.
I love that take, Easton. You should definitely look into PR. It's like, here's
Call
the thing.
me.
We'll get you your flowers on top of getting you a good clickbait moment. I love leaving it on this because this is the perfect segue into what our bonus is focusing on. You guys, thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. We will catch you on Monday for the bonus and again next week. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Did I get all three? I'm getting really good at that.